The Great Carrot Adventure. The tale of Benny and Bella. Benny and Bella were two baby rabbit siblings who lived with their parents in a cozy burrow beneath a big oak tree at the edge of a lush meadow. Benny, the older brother, was curious and always eager to explore, while Bella, his younger sister, was playful and loved following Benny wherever he went. Their parents always reminded them, "Never wander too far from the burrow. The forest is beautiful, but full of surprises." One sunny morning, while their parents were busy gathering food, Benny and Bella peeked out of the burrow. The forest beyond the meadow looked inviting, with golden sunlight streaming through the trees and the sweet scent of blooming flowers in the air. "Let's go explore, Bella," Benny said, his eyes sparkling with excitement. "Are you sure?" Bella asked, her nose twitching nervously. "Mama said to stay close." "It'll be fine," Benny reassured her. "We'll be back before they notice." With that, the two hopped off into the meadow, giggling as they chased butterflies and darted through patches of clover. But as they played, they didn't realize how far they had wandered. The meadow gradually gave way to the forest, where the air was cooler and the trees grew taller and closer together. Benny led the way, his ears twitching with excitement, while Bella followed close behind. Suddenly, Bella stopped. "Benny," she said, her voice trembling, "I think we're lost." Benny paused, looking around. The trees all looked the same, and there was no sign of the meadow or their burrow. "Don't worry," he said, trying to sound confident. "We'll figure it out." As they hopped through the forest, their little hearts pounding, they stumbled upon something extraordinary. Hidden among the trees was the biggest carrot they had ever seen. It was nearly as tall as Benny and wider than both of them put together. "Wow!" Bella gasped. "It's enormous. How did it get here?" Benny wondered aloud, inspecting the giant carrot. "We have to show Mama and Papa." But before they could figure out how to move the carrot, a cheerful voice called out from above. Well, what do we have here?" The siblings looked up to see a squirrel perched on a branch, his bushy tail flicking playfully. "Name's Sammy," the squirrel said, leaping down to join them. "You two look a little lost." "We are," Bella admitted. "We wandered too far from home, and now we can't find our way back." Sammy tilted his head thoughtfully. "I know these woods like the back of my paw. I can help you find your burrow." Benny's face lit up. "Really? That would be amazing. But can we bring the carrot with us?" Sammy looked at the massive carrot and whistled. "That's a big one. But don't worry, I have an idea." With Sammy's help, the siblings began rolling the carrot. It wasn't easy. The carrot was heavy, and the forest floor was uneven. Bella giggled as she pushed with all her might, while Benny gritted his teeth and kept the carrot from rolling too fast. Sammy scampered ahead, calling out directions and clearing small obstacles from their path. As they worked together, the forest seemed less scary. They passed sparkling streams, hopped over mossy logs, and marveled at glowing fireflies lighting up the shadows. The adventure turned into a game, with Sammy encouraging them to keep going. But their journey wasn't without challenges. At one point, they came across a fallen tree blocking their path. Sammy leapt onto the tree and grinned. "No problem. Follow me." He guided them to a small opening beneath the tree where they could squeeze through, and together they managed to roll the carrot to the other side. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow through the trees, Sammy stopped and twitched his nose. "I smell something familiar," he said. "Your burrow must be close." The siblings' ears perked up, and they pushed the carrot with renewed energy. Moments later, they emerged from the forest into the familiar meadow. "Mama, Papa," Bella called out, her voice filled with joy. Their parents rushed over, their faces a mix of relief and surprise. "Benny, Bella, where have you been?" Mama Rabbit exclaimed, pulling them into a tight hug. "We're so sorry," Benny said, his ears drooping. "We wandered too far, but we found this." He and Bella stepped aside, revealing the giant carrot. Papa Rabbit's eyes widened. "That's the biggest carrot I've ever seen. And we couldn't have brought it back without Sammy," Bella added, pointing to the squirrel, who gave a cheerful wave from his perch on the carrot. The family invited Sammy to stay for dinner, and together they feasted on the giant carrot, laughing and sharing stories of their adventure. As the stars twinkled above, Benny and Bella snuggled close to their parents, feeling safe and loved. "I'm sorry we disobeyed you," Benny said softly. "We'll be more careful from now on." Mama Rabbit kissed the top of his head. "I'm just glad you're safe. And remember, you're never alone. We're a family, and we'll always find our way back to each other." Bella yawned, her eyes growing heavy. "And if we ever get lost again, we'll ask Sammy for help." Sammy chuckled from his spot on a nearby branch. "Anytime, little ones. Anytime."